Hi there. I think if you might be some person without internet or newspaper or the ability to read, in which case I think other people should help you to learn to read. But if you are able to kind of glean any information from the outside world, you by now know that bankers are complete crooks and criminals. That the basic premise of their business is to be able to steal you. If you work hard and you build a business and you eke out $100 and you give it to the bank, they can turn around, pretend that they have $1,000 and buy your business, and you're out of business. But they didn't have that money; they had it because they have leverage, and they can leverage not only 10 times but 20 times. So they can pretend to have $2,000 and buy your inventory, and you're out of business. That's criminal. That's a crime. But that's not the only crime. Of course, they have the bonuses. And Cenk Uygur at the Young Turks says, there's this proposal by somebody to tax that bonus 50% if it's more than $400,000. It's a bonus. It's on top of your salary. No bonus. It's all because they got the bailout. They wouldn't have had it if there wasn't money from the taxpayer going to them. It's stealing. They should get zero, nothing. If you're a banker and you want to have any pretense of being, let's say, human with any moral standard, quit your job right now. If you're a corporate whore, if you want to kill people for a living, then you need to stay, because then you're the psychopath that they need as an employer. And the most screaming example of non-democracy in the US, but also of a corporate sellout, is Mitch McConnell. He's just morally as disgusting as he is to look at it in person. I'm sorry, but if I am eating something behind the television watching YouTube videos, I don't want to see Mitch McConnell. I've completely, immediately, I get the urge to vomit. I think everybody that has that, should watch at him, vomit in a bag, send the bag to his address, because you can exactly trace how he has been paid, he and his wife, to become a corporate sellout and with the talking points, etc., to fight this bank reform. If you allow that to happen in your Congress, everybody else there is just listening to it, not getting angry at all. Why not put a television in the middle of the Congress with advertisement? Have sexy women give the message to everybody. Have just let people like I don't know, that all those Fox News anchors, put them in Congress, because they are in Congress. All these people are just shills. They are just sellouts, corporate whores. If you think that is good for running the country, you're wrong. It's not good for running the country. If you let Acorn be destroyed in a traceable, clear, blatant example of misleading news reporting by the corporate media, as Acorn is, then you are waiting for a public revolt. If you allow banks to keep selling you shit as if it's money, keep selling you stock as if it's worth something, keep talking about the future as if you're as if it's rosy, you're just not living. You're not alive. You're not going like, yeah, well, they say that the economy is growing and that we will have a jobless recovery, and that I don't know, all that shit. Are you alive? Are you there? Hello, tum. Hello. Stop being dead. Start being alive. Start kicking those bankers out of their job. Demand it from them. Don't get all your money out of the bank. Get your cash and do everything cash. You know exactly how much cash there is. You know where it comes from and where it goes. And nobody, you reduce their leverage, so you reduce their influence, their ability to assault your businesses, to assault your community. You force them to sell stuff. If you take out your money from your bank, you keep as much as it in cash, or in gold and silver. Of course, that's much better. That would be the best for you, and gold and silver coins and stuff like that, because then you're just basically being a sovereign bank yourself, which is much better than allowing some kind of psychopathic mob to be that. It's just you should realize that if money as a system was sound, if the monetary system was sound, there would be no problems. That's a signal when something is correct, when something is working. If you fix your bike and you constantly falling off it and you go in the wrong direction and whatever, then you didn't fix it. It's broken. And you should do something about it. It just completely demonstrates that the monetary system is broken, and the main cause of it is, of course, it's fiat money. It's leveraged fiat money. So first I make a piece of paper which is worth nothing. That's like I make a bottle of vinegar. I put a nice Chateau Petrus label on it, and I sell it to you for $800. That's stealing by proxy. Well, that's what fiat currency is. They steal from you by proxy. They use the currency and you buy it. And then they leverage it. They say, oh, yeah, well, basically we're too lazy to print all the money that we want to have. So we'll just pretend that we have 20 times more. That's what we heard in the Dutch harbor in the news yesterday, where they in Holland we're being told that that the economy is recovering because the Rotterdam harbor has 14% more traffic going out export. And that is because other harbors closed down their business and the shipping lines rerouted, or they just maintain the biggest lines. So traffic now comes through Rotterdam. That's a growth of 14%. On the back of that, they say, okay, because we are growing, we want to invest, and what we need is, normally we pay 50 million to the city of Rotterdam. Now we want to stop doing that because, of course, there's no real debt or some kind of like moral connection with the city of Rotterdam as the harbor of Rotterdam. We didn't come out of the city of Rotterdam, and the people that live in the harbor, work in the harbor, don't live in Rotterdam. We have no connection whatever. Why would we be this? Because if we have 50 million, then we can leverage and we have 2 billion. You see? And that we can invest. That's the reasoning. It's here. There is no 2 billion. And they know, but people reason like that. And then they use, of course, they say, well, we're gonna get 2 billion. Do you want to lend us 10 million in order to lobby everywhere and shut up everybody that is against our plan to get to keep the 50 million that we used to pay to Rotterdam and get the leverage from the bank. And of course we make the bank richer, which allows the bank to do even more lobbying. People that say such things should be immediately kicked out of office. If you are in a political position and you say you bump yourself on the chest, as we say in Holland. I don't know if it's the English expression, but I'll make you rich because I can go to the bank and get leverage 20 times on the €1 that I give them, or the €10 that I give them, and I'll take those from you. That's a criminal. That's something declaring, I will con you, I will cheat, and I will steal all your property, or I give the bank the power to steal all your property, become more powerful, screw up more laws, and ruin your society. That should be the attitude. Wake up.